What's up, guys? Mr. Knows Hoops back today with another video. And today we are recapping game 2 of the NBA Finals. And today we're not really going to do a lot of film. I kind of want to try a style video where I just talk about the game with you guys, like we're having a normal conversation, versus showing film and trying to get in all the numbers in terms of, advanced numbers. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let's hit 800 subs before the finals end, and hopefully going into the off season we can hit 1K. Now, the Boston Celtics yet again win at home, going 2-0, about to go into Dallas in a couple of days, winning 105-98. Now, I'm going to be honest. Last night showed a couple things. One, just how good of a team this is, right? Because Jason Tatum played abysmal. Now, I know, but Imster, the passing and the playmaking was great. No doubt. And he played good defense. Absolutely. But I don't know a lot of players that are in Tatum's tier that we go, they went 6 for 22, and that's okay. Not to say that, he had no redeeming quality. Like, this wasn't like the worst game I've ever seen, but 6 for 22. Like, that to me is where things get a little messy. Now, Jrue Holiday. I don't know what this man's been on. But yesterday, 11 for 14. I mean, you can't ask for more. Like, I think Boston's just showed they're the best team in the NBA. Like, just in terms of when they are clicking, when they are doing everything they should and need to be doing, I don't know how you beat them at all. You just don't. I'm actually curious for you guys. What do you guys think about Jason Tatum's game yesterday? Are you more of the camp of, well, Emster, he did other things. Like, he was a good defender, a great, or a really good passer and playmaker for them in that game, facilitator. So that's okay. Or are you of the camp of, like, I understand you bring other things, but at some point I need you to put the ball in the hoop. Because at the end of the day, right, 18, 12, and 9, which looks cool, sounds good on paper, but then when it's on 6 of 22, 1 for 7 from 3, right? You're like, eh. Now, what's interesting is who is going to win the finals MVP so far? So, if I had to do it, because I know on Twitter they do like these ladders every once in a while. If I remember correctly, I believe they had Jrue Holiday number 1. Now, that's coming off the fact that Jrue Holiday in these finals has been electric. The man's averaging like 19. It was like 8 and 6 or 5, something like that. And he's been great. I think they're going to, though, if they have the chance, they're giving it to one of the Jays. And I think the answer is pretty clear who it would go to right now. The finals ended right now. It's going to Jaylen Brown. I mean, yes, he had 6 turnovers in his last game. But he also had 7 assists. I mean, that's not a crazy ratio. But 3 steals again, which I believe he's been now averaging for the series, which is huge. Derek White's been really good, and the only reason I think Porzingis can't get it is the minutes. When you're playing about 20 to 23 minutes, and by the way, hoping he's okay, because I saw he tweaked his ankle again doing that, which is huge. But I think at the end of the day, right, a couple things got shown here. One, Dallas, congrats, you got this far. It's incredible what you've done. But man, when the rest of the team, like when you're 6 of 26 from 3, and Luka is 4 of those 3s, and PJ Washington was another one singular. And next one was the other one, singular. And everyone else laid a goose egg. When you have Kyrie going 7 for 18, at some point, it's not acceptable. Now, I will say this as well. Luka's second half, he cooled off hard. 38% from the field, 33 from three, 9 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. He had 3 steals though, but 5 turnovers, right? Meanwhile, in the first half, 23, 3 and 3 with a steal, and then 9 for 13, 3 for 6 from 3. Like, it really is right now, unironically, Luka and friends. Like, if he is not initiating everything, this is a rare case where if you said, let's give the finals MVP to the loser of the finals, I would have zero issue with it. Now, if they get swept, I can't do it. I'm sorry. As great as your numbers are, you got swept. So, and even if this game looks close on paper, but when you were watching it, you never really felt like Boston was in any peril. You never were like, oh my God, they can really mess this game up and lose. I think at some point, too, this looked like this was like a Mavs golden year. This would have been their golden chance. Like their 2011 run done all over again 13 years later. However, Luka's showing up to play. Everyone else is just kind of there because he's the reason there's creation for PJ Washington, Derek Jones, Daniel Gafford. Because when you see these guys create for themselves, it looks very rough. It looks very, very scary. So again, I want to know, who do you guys have as the finals MVP? One thing I will say, Dallas, the pick and roll spamming isn't working either now, which is huge because against the Timberwolves, it was the golden recipe. There was nothing the Timberwolves could do when they ran that pick and roll with PJ or Derek Lively or Daniel. Like when they spam that, it worked every time. You can't do it with Boston. They can switch everything. Now, I will also say, I do think Dallas wins one game. I do. Do I know when it will be? It might be game 4. There's a very good chance they go down 3-0. But I want to know a couple things coming from this game. What do you guys think the odds are that this is a sweep? Like, do you think this is a done deal? Like, get the body bag? Like, we're out? Do you think, nah, Amster, it's only 2-0. They can win the next 2. The series doesn't start till a road team wins. And then the other question is, can Luka maintain being this incredible? Like, what are the odds you're getting Luka to give you 13, 11, and 11 on 57 from the field and 44 from 3? I don't know if your odds are that good. To be 100% honest. I think ultimately what I've seen here is Dallas still has a lot they got to work on in this offseason, for sure. This team should not be content. They should not let the fact they got this far blind them to the fact of, I think part of it is they just ran into the perfect matchup in the West in terms of like they ran into the Timberwolves, which is a good matchup for them because they have guards that can exploit those, the bigs. Meanwhile, while they playing Boston, you can't quite do that. I'll say this too. Boston, I think, is the closest to it feels almost like a 2000s team. What I mean by that is their star player, right, their best player in Jason Tatum. He's a very good player. Like, I personally would probably have him like 10 in the league. Maybe 9, 10 in those 2 number range for me. Right? And then they got a little plethora of really good players that know just how to gel. And what their collective identity is just so dominating in an era of parity that this could be very, very dangerous for the league. Now, again, I'm also assuming that Tatum plays better than he has these last 2 games because, again, these last 2 games are abysmal. Now, also this, Jason Kidd, you are not cool for trying to be like, who's the best player, Brown or Tatum? Brody, You are not about to get the whole squad going, oh my God, can I really play with this guy? Does he think he's better than me? Now, I'll say this too. These finals from Tatum are not good. Again, they're winning though, so I can't say it's to the detriment of the team fully. Right? He's averaging 17, 10, and 9 with about 5 turnovers a game, 32 from the field, 29 from 3. That's abysmal. Like, scoring wise, this is by far his worst playoff run. So I guess I'm curious for you guys. Is this series over? Can Dallas recover? Will Jason Tatum bounce back scoring wise and steal that Finals MVP right underneath from JB or from Jrue, whichever one of the two that you personally want to have? Or do you think JB or Jrue is going to keep their foot on the gas so that even if Tatum pops back up, they're going to have a really strong game still, and they will have had the previous games versus, Tatum not necessarily having that. And let me know what you guys think down below. Do you enjoy these sort of recap videos? If so, what can I do to enhance them, make them even better? Your guys' feedback really means a lot to me. I love reading your comments. I love actually thinking about what you guys are trying to tell me and how I can then inflect that in my content. Let me know what you guys want to see down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. This was Hoops. Thank you all. Peace out.